Welcome back to more Yu-Gi-Oh! Reshef of Destruction, everyone. So this episode is actually going to be a very unique episode, I guess. I mean, it's going to be a how to beat Paradox episode. That guy is brutal. So in case you guys don't already know, Paradox is actually known to be one of the hardest points in the game, defeating Paradox. But when I say Paradox, I don't mean only himself. I actually mean him as well as the 5 Millennium Guardians right before him. Overall, it is extremely difficult to defeat all 6 duels in a row. So it took me a long time, but I finally managed to get a deck that can actually work. The deck costs 2,804 deck capacity, which is, it's not a little bit, but it's also not a huge amount. Like, it's not massive grinding. It's average by this point in the game. You know, if you grind it up occasionally, it should be around 2,600-ish. So, you know, you have to have, like, that one big grinding session to 2,802, but aside from that, it's not a huge amount. So, here's my deck. Basically, I have the 2 different god cards, and I'm going to go, one at a time. So, obviously, Slifer the Sky Dragon is a very, very important card, it's an different god card, extremely powerful at times. The Winged Dragon of Ra is the second one. This one is, another rather powerful one. You can basically cut your LP, your life points, all the way down to the very, very bottom. 1 life point, yes, I kid you not. And you can hit the foe with all the remainder of your life points that you just lost. Anyway, these 2 monsters have a 0 deck capacity, or deck cost, I should say. So yeah, they are extremely useful. The next card is Dark Magician Girl. Now the reason why I'm choosing her is because she is a shadow, she's a spellcaster, gets boosted by Yami, and for the future, I'm really thinking of this for the future as well. But overall, it's a pretty solid card. 2,000 attack, win tribute, the cost is decent at 86. I like the card. There's not too many spellcasters and or fiends that are right here. Around 2,000-ish with 1 sacrifice. There's a couple more, but I'd rather take Dark Magician Girl because, she's an iconic character. Anyway, Revival Gems are extremely important. So Revival Gem is one of the most priciest, cards in the entire deck at 183. So it's actually very unique because it can duplicate itself. So, you'll have 2 of them. 1,500 attacker as well, that's pretty good actually. Like I said, I have 2 of them. The next card is Beastking of the Swamps. So Beastking of the Swamps is a 103 deck cost, but it has the very unique effect of being able to kill all monsters on the field. Yes, I kid you not, it can do that. The next one is Goddess of Whim. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of this card, because she kills herself when you draw a card, which is so weird. But, it's there, it's a nice alternative to a Skull Angel, which I'll get to in just a bit, actually, almost right now. The next one is Ancient Lamp. Ancient Lamp costs 161, another rather pricey one, but it can summon Lajin, the mystical genie of the lamp. Yes, it can. So Lajin, in case you didn't already know, is an 1800 attacker, and the really unique thing about Ancient Lamp compared to Revival Gem is this. This guy, when he duplicates, both Revival Gems cannot attack. When Ancient Lamp summons Lajin, Lajin can still attack that turn. So that is extremely beneficial. It is a nice perk. The next card is Skull Angel. Skull Angel is a card that is able to draw a card, from your deck. So compared to Goddess of Whim, Skull Angel owns Goddess of Whim because he does not kill himself upon doing so. Which is why I added 3 Skull Angels and only 1 Goddess of Whim as opposed to the other way around. The next card is Electric Lizard. Electric Lizard is a card that costs 65 and it has a pretty unique ability, I guess. It's able to basically paralyze 1 foe for 1 turn. Overall, it has some situational use. It's not as amazing as Beastking or let's say the ones that can duplicate the lamp and stuff. But it's still there if you need to. I have 2 of them. The next one is one of the most underrated cards in the entire game. Fiend's Hand. It only costs 37, but it's able to kill itself along with 1 enemy at the same time. Any enemy. Even if it's a freaking Cosmo Queen. Okay? That's amazing. I have 3 of those. This card is only there because I ran out of deck capacity, so it's my only 1 junk card that really has no use. Karibos. So, I'll get to these in just a bit, because I have a card that works with them. Final Destiny is a card that basically destroys every single spell, trap, monster, and pretty much everything in the field and the hands. Heavy Storm is able to kill all spell and traps and monsters on the field, so it works differently compared to real life. And here it blows up everything on the field, everything on the field. 150 is the cost. Dark Hole only costs 100 and it kills all monsters on the field, both sides. Raigeki costs 150, destroys all monsters on the opponent's side of the field. Keto is a card that heals you for 5,000 life points, so very useful. Acid Trap Hole is a card that destroys monsters that have 3,000 attack or less, and it only costs 70. Honestly, it's not that much for what it does. I have 3. Beckon to Darkness, extremely useful in lowering that deck cost for your deck. It only costs 15 and is able to kill 1 monster on the opponent's side of the field. I have 3 copies of those. Next up is Infinite Dismissal. This is one of the most underrated cards in the entire game. It costs 0. Yes, 0. Yet you would be surprised just how amazing the card actually is. I mean, obviously it's not as good as a Trap Hole, you know, but the fact that it can immobilize and basically save your monsters for 1 turn, that's amazing, and you'll see its use, you know, through time. I have 3. Multiply is a card that is able to pretty much multiply your Karibo to every single spot on your side of the field. You can have up to 5 Karibos. Pretty amazing card. And then finally, Pot of Greed. So Pot of Greed is a card that lets you draw up to 2 cards from your deck. Very useful. Alright, so like I said, this deck, it doesn't cost too much for the power that it has. So as far as what cards are limited, I mean these 2 are limited. I mean, but you can only get 1 of each anyway. So the other cards that are limited would be not the monsters. These are all good. Heavy Storm is limited. Final Destiny is not. Heavy Storm is limited. Dark Hole is limited. Raigeki is limited. Keto the Cure Master is limited. That's not. Multiply is limited, and Pot of Greed is limited. So yeah, that is my deck. Overall, this deck focuses on 3 different things. The first one is draw power. I have Pot of Greed. I have 3 Scale Angels, and 1 Goddess of Wind. The draw power is pretty decent for this deck, you know, so I kind of like it. The second strategy is swarming. I'm able to swarm by using Ancient Lamps, you know, also Revival Jams, and basically just stalling, you know, but having more monsters. And the third one is pretty much defense. You know, I have so many cards that can just like destroy monsters, you know, like Fiend's Hand, Beastking of the Swamps, a lot of defensive cards like Acid Trap Hole, Infinite Dismissal, Beckon to Darkness also helps, Raigeki, Dark Hole, a bunch of monster destruction really, or just card destruction. So it's really about defense and stalling, draw power, as well as swarming. Before I actually keep going, I'm going to talk about some nice alternates because I realize that 2800, even though it's a pretty, you know, fair deck capacity, some people might actually have less or more, I don't know, but whatever. So there's some nice alternates. Let's talk about the alternates. So the first card is Dark Magician. So I didn't include Dark Magician just because I honestly don't feel like I need it, but it's a nice card if you want to lower your deck cost. The card itself only costs 20 of a deck cost. So if you replace it with a card that costs like 60-ish, you know, deck cost, you're going to lower that cost by quite a significant amount. The reason why you want Dark Magician probably is, well, I mean, aside from being a kind of a strong monster, I should say, you know, aside from that, it's also beneficial for buffing up Dark Magician Girl if you need to. So, like I said, if you want to go ahead and use them, then you can. The next alternate card is Gilford the Lightning. So this card only requires 2 sacrifices, believe it or not, only 2. And it's pretty amazing. So the cost is 58, it's not entirely high. It's also light as a summon. That's actually pretty good, pretty useful, you know, from now until the end of the game. And its ability is that it can wipe out all monsters on the opponent's side of the field. The only thing is that it's kind of hard to summon because, you know, it does require 2 sacrifices, so, you know, it's kind of a little bit of a gamble, but if you want to, it's a nice alternate card. The next card is actually a really pricey one. This one is only if you really do have an extremely high deck capacity, you know, then this card would actually be extremely useful in this deck. So, aside from it being an 1800 beat stick, it's actually a very beneficial card in terms of the effect, so it can destroy 1 monster on your opponent's field. Basically, it's Fiend's Hand, except he doesn't kill himself. So, much better, and like I said, the stats are already amazing as well, so it is an amazing card to have, it really is. So this one is Spirit of the Books. Spirit of the Books is a card that costs you 161. So, it's actually the exact same cost as the lamp, the ancient lamp, and it's also a wind, just like the ancient lamp, so they're pretty similar. This guy can actually summon a Buku to the field. The only thing is, well, I prefer the lamp because Lajin is much stronger. So, you know, it's an 1800 attacker. The Buku does actually get a turn of its own because it can be summoned by this guy. But like I said, Buku is much weaker to Lajin. The only beneficial thing of this guy compared to Ancient Lamp is that he has more attack. Yes, Ancient Lamp has more defense, But honestly, if you're going to be using the summoning effect, you're going to be forcing the Ancient Lamp to be in attack mode, not defense mode. So, it's more vulnerable. Spirit of the Books has higher attack, so that's the only reason why you would want to, but overall, I prefer, you know, the Ancient Lamp. The next card is Toadmaster. Toadmaster is a very useful card in case Revival Gem is simply too costly for you. Because, you know, it does cost 183 for Revival Gem, simply too much. Toadmaster is a nice alternative, so basically it only costs 87, and it's able to summon a Frogga Jam to the own field, so it's a way to duplicate, you know, it really is. And it's a lot less pricey, pretty much about 100 less than Revival Jam, so if you just can't afford Revival Jam, too much deck cost, try Toadmaster instead. The final card that can actually duplicate itself is a card known as Doran. So Doran only costs 72, even less than Toadmaster, and is able to copy itself, so a duplicate. Like I said, swarming is very important. You want to have a lot of monsters out in the field because you want to eventually sacrifice them for stronger cards, you know? So yeah, try Doran if you simply have too low of a deck cost, because it's a pretty nice alternative. The next card is Mammoth Graveyard. Mammoth Graveyard is a very iconic card used by Yugimoto, of course, in the anime. So this guy is pretty good here, you know, in this game. So it's 121 deck cost. Honestly, it's not too much, not too little, but not too much either. And it can power down every single monster on the enemy's field. It's a little bit more situational, but you know, if you want to try that, then you can. So you know, you can go ahead and use it if you want. And now to just finish off with a couple more interesting cards. I mean, if you want to get more life point healing abilities and you want to go ahead and use Soul of the Pure, this one, it's 2000 of a life point restoration. It's pretty much semi-limited, whereas Dying Keto is limited, so you know, it's your choice if you want to do that. Another extremely useful card, if you really do have the deck capacity, is to use Swords of Revealing Light. So, this card, 300, but it's able to stop your foes from attacking for 3 turns. Extremely useful card. Another card that is worth using is probably Crush Card Virus. It's actually inferior to Raigeki. It's able to destroy all monsters on the opponent's side of the field, just like Raigeki, but only if they have 1500 attack or higher. So, you know, it's your choice. This card is also semi-limited, by the way. Another extremely useful card that I don't have yet is Torrential Tribute. It costs 200, but if attacked, it's going to destroy every single monster in the opponent's side of the field. Pretty much, it's the mirror force of the game. And the final card worth mentioning is Widespread Ruin. It's actually superior to Acid Trap Hole because it can destroy any monster at all, regardless of the attack power. Just keep in mind that this card is actually semi-limited, so if you do want to replace Acid Trap Hole, you can only replace 2 of them and then keep 1 Acid Trap Hole as your 3rd trap. Alright, so it is time to begin the gauntlet. Just keep in mind that all those cards that I mentioned in terms of being alternate, remember, I am not using any of those cards in my deck. I pretty much use all the ones that were used in the beginning, you know, the video. So here we go. You'll proceed no further without defeating me. Oh damn it. Here we go, people. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and use my oh my god, faithful, Jesus Christ. Faithful Karibo. And of course I throw the shittiest card in my deck right away. Okay, so to beat these guys, what you want to do is, again, swarm. Swarm like crazy, damn it. Swarm like crazy. I'm gonna put that right there. There we go. Like I said, this deck works really well. It really does, and you'll be surprised. Okay, that's an Immortal Thunder. Screw you. Screw you and your garbage, man. Like, seriously? Okay, what's next? Ooh, multiply? That's not gonna work, though. What I'm gonna do is simply attack you with my Earth Monster, Beastking of the Swamps, and then Revival Gem can attack directly. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. What's next? Oh shit, yeah, okay, those cards are the reason why this is freaking hard, man, because those things, like, pretty much every single Guardian has, I believe, 2 Restructed Revolutions in their deck, and it's pretty insane, it really is. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this, because screw you. Back into Darkness, and attack. See that? See how easy it is? Well, I mean, I did take 400 damage, which kind of sucks. Actually, I took more than that, I took 900 damage, shit. Not a good start. I mean, it's actually pretty good. Like, if you take less than 1000 damage for any Guardian, that's pretty good. I took 900, so it's just barely cutting it. Okay, duel number 2. And I mean, the chance of you getting a really shitty hand is really low for doing this gauntlet. Okay, I can do a couple things here. I'm gonna put Acid Trap Hole. And then you. And then you. Again, a good strategy is to pretty much get rid of every single spell and trap card. Lay them down. From what I've seen, they don't have Harpy's Feather Duster or Heavy Storm or anything, but they do have Restrict Revolution, so you do not want them to do that. You do not. Okay. See that? Look at that. I would have taken like 800 damage if I kept them all in my freaking hand, but only 200 damage. Acid Trap Hole? Oh shit. I didn't need to do that, man. He would have killed himself. Well, I mean, there was no way to know. You can attack, sure. You can both attack, whatever. See, okay. Here's one example of where Infinite Dismissal is so useful. No matter what he summons, he's gonna get stunned. So both of my monsters are safe. See that? They're safe, and now I can just simply go ahead and, I mean, I could actually summon Karibo as well and kill him like that, or I could use Beckon the Darkness, but whatever. And see, I just won a duel, because Infinite Dismissal helped me as well. That's what I'm talking about. Infinite Dismissal is such an underrated card. I can't believe it costs 0. I would assume it would cost like maybe 10 or something, you know? But no, it does not. Okay, that's two duels down. Thank you. Third duel. And from what I've seen, these Guardians seem to have an identical deck. I haven't really seen any cards that one Guardian has over the other. I literally think that it's just the same duel 5 times in a row. Like, that's pretty much it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lay this down. I'm going to summon you. Ancient Lamp is such an amazing card. Look at this. You can use the effect, and Logic gets to attack. You get an 1800 beat stick just like that. You get to attack. And it's only 161. I mean, it's not incredibly low, but it's not incredibly high either, you know? Okay, let's see what you got. No matter what you do, Infinite Dismissal's here for you. Oh shit. That thing though. That thing. Oh yes. Haha. I mean, I could have summoned Revival Jam to attack you and stalemate you. Or, because you know, I'm a Shadow, Dreamskill's Shadow. Or I could use this, Fiend's Hand, tribute myself, kill you. See? Fiend's Hand is essentially the Man-Eater bug of this game, because Man-Eater bug does not have an effect. Okay, that's 3 duels down. Trihorn Dragon. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, next duel. He'll proceed no further. Okay, that's awesome. Go ahead and use this guy's an ante. I have 17 Karibos, Jesus Christ. Okay. Start with you. And duplicate. Now, if he summons an Immortal Thunder, that's gonna suck. I'm pretty much at a disadvantage. I mean, I have Beastking the Swamp Stone, so that's fine. Oh, shoot. 800 damage, that stings. Oh, no! Oh, I hate it when that happens. That's just bad luck. I mean, honestly, there's not much you can do when that happens. That's the one really cheap thing about this freaking thing. About Dueling Paradox, you know? Oh, I need Dying Keter, like, really badly. Really freaking badly. Okay, I'm gonna use Fiend's Hand and be a cheap ass. And kill myself. And then beat you in 1 turn. Look at that. That would have been an amazing duel if I didn't use those Restrict Revolutions. I could have wiped the floor with him. But I just took 1600 damage just like that. That is painful. Hard to swallow that. Oh my god. I can do this though. I need a Dying Keter the Cure Master. I need to draw it soon. Okay, duel number 5. Here we go. Not a bad hand, because I got Acid Trap Hole. Okay, lay all this shit down. Lay it all down. Okay, I'm gonna put... let's see here. I'm gonna put you. Defense mode. Okay, so you're gonna die no matter what with your stupid Acid Trap Hole. I only have 1 card in my hand. You know, in case he used Restrict Revolution, but he did not. Okay. Ooh, Fiend's Hand. I mean, the thing is though, do I wanna... Oh, shoot. I think I do. I want to attack you. And then I want to do this. Attack some more. Oh shit. Kind of in trouble. I'm going to take damage though. A lot of damage. No, no, no. Darn it. Okay, so there's a couple things I can do here unless I draw something else that's really good. What I draw? I can't even see. Here's the thing. I can use Back into Darkness. Wait. Oh no, no. I want to duel. I want to duel. Sorry, I didn't look at how much life points he had left. The thing is, though, I'm going to be down to 4,800 by the time I get to Simon, the Paradox. A part of me almost wishes that I could just stall the the duel so I could draw a Dying Keto, but it's not worth it. Because, oh god, it's just not. Okay. So that's all 5, and again, you can't go back at any point. If you go back, you gotta start over the entire gauntlet. So here we go. Let's pray to God that I can beat this guy. What took you so long? However, you've passed the challenges so far. Along the way, you have been given cards. Do you understand what they represent? Yes. Ah, good, good, good for you. Fine, then answer my questions. Which card should come first? Karibo. Ah, good. You seem to understand. Then which card should come 5th? That was Curse of Dragon. Well done. You seem to really understand. Oh, I get it. The cards we received were in sequence. They were in the order of their levels. Yes, they were. I mean, honestly, it's a thing that a freaking idiot can even do. Like, seriously. But yeah, if you answer anything wrong, if you say, like, no, or if you select Celtic Guardian in the first question, or what was the other one? Giant Soldier, I think, maybe? In the other one, then you gotta start over. Okay. Not looking forward to this, but you know what? I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Okay, that's not a bad hand. What do you have? That's a Fire Kraken. That's fine. I can actually do this. I'm gonna lay 2 down. I'm also gonna go ahead and use... Should I use Beckon the Darkness? I feel like I should. I'm gonna just for the hell of it. Or should I use the effect? That's a tough one there. I think what I'll do is... I'm gonna use your effect, dude. Wait, actually no, I gotta think about this. If I use your effect to draw a card... Because he has 8,000 life points, that's the thing. Honestly, I'm gonna use your effect. It's not worth doing 900 damage at the moment. Oh yes, Pot of Greed. That is amazing. Okay, so I do some... Alright, not bad, I guess. The thing is, though, what if you sacrifice, though? I mean, if you sacrifice, I can use Beckon. I have infinite dismissal anyway, so I think I'm good. Sacrifice. Damn it. Darn it. Now I have to use both infinite dismissals. Ooh, wait, what the hell? That's interesting. Is that a fiend? I think it is. I think it's a fiend. The thing is, I'm gonna tribute you. I'm bringing Dark Magician Girl. I'm gonna attack you. Do 400 damage, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use Beckon to Darkness to get rid of you. Let's see what that was. It was a fiend. Okay, so that's all I can do this turn, unfortunately. What you got? Okay, defense mode, that's fine. That's okay. The thing is, he has a Reflect Boundary, which I'm so freaking afraid of. Okay, now if I do this and kill myself with Fiend's Hand, is that worth it? I mean, I want to say it is. Do that. Luckily, I still have an infinite dismissal ready, in case I have to do it. But at the same time, I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have just played it safe. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, that's not a Reflect Boundary, thank God. Thank God. I'm gonna summon Electric Lizard. I'm gonna attack with you. Another Whiphill. Luckily I have infinite dismissal still, but I'm running out of resources here. And you gotta play the safe, you know, you gotta play very safe here. Okay, infinite dismissal will trigger. There we go. Keldo. Huh, okay. Luckily there's no need to... Oh yes, another... Thank God. Now I have 2 Dark Magician Girls. That's pretty amazing, actually. Obviously I'm gonna set that. I'm gonna go ahead and tribute this. Put another Dark Magician Girl. Shadow kills light. You take 800 damage. And then this Dark Magician Girl can attack directly for another 2,000. Awesome. Okay, what you got? Nothing? Which means I pretty much won the duel. Unless you have a monster... Oh, no, I won the duel. Back in the darkness. See that? This is how you abuse effects, people. This is how you defeat Reshef of the Dismissal. Oh my God. Reshef of Destruction, Jesus Christ. This is how you beat the game without having an incredibly high deck cost. You know, you want to use your effects. The key is to use monster effects. I just got Torrential Tribute. That is an amazing card. I just saved so much money because I was planning on getting that in my deck in the future. I haven't dueled for so long, my instincts are rusty. Making excuses? Some sage. Oh well. I will grant you your wish. Pegasus is on his island. The island is cloaked by a magical barrier. I shall extinguish that barrier for you. Huh. That is all I can do to help you. I'm afraid the rest is entirely up to you. The hope of the world rests with you. And that's that. What? He disappeared? What a strange old man. Strange, freaktacular, I'd say. Let's get out of here. Yes, let's go to Pegasus Island, Shiny. Okay, that was a pretty long episode, I must say. But luckily we did it, so, yeah, you know, if we keep going over here, we will get taken to Pegasus Island. Look at that. That's in, oh my god. That's like south of Japan. What the hell? Okay. So yeah, time to go ahead and save, because that was an incredibly hard thing. But like I said, that deck, if you use that deck, it's very useful for being able to, you know, take care of the gauntlet. Alright, so, if you enjoyed this episode in any way, please be sure to leave a like. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.